Good morning. It's about 9 o'clock. Been raining all night long. Everything wet around here. Inside of my tent stayed relatively dry. Stayed dry. My sleeping bag stayed dry. Pretty much all my clothes stayed dry except the ones that were all soaked with sweat. I hung them up so that we get rinsed out real good. And right now, making me some breakfast, packing up, getting ready to go. I got to still pack up my tent and pack up those clothes over there. My tent, really got to dry that sucker out a lot. So that's what I'm doing right now. Just drying that out. So when I get back on the trail, I'll catch you guys then. Good morning, it's about 11 o'clock. I finally got all packed up, everything dried out as best as I could get it, and on my way. And we're gonna see how far I can get today. I don't expect to get much. I'd like to get at least 10 to 12. That'd be nice. 16 would be ideal. So we'll see what happens. So I will, don't know how much I'm gonna be able to video today because it's very cold and very wet. And I want to keep everything as much as dry as I can. My other problem is I have no gloves. I don't know why I didn't bring gloves, but I didn't. So I want to try to keep my hands as warm as possible. So every time I pull them out, they get cold. So we'll see if it warms up today. I might video a little bit more. It's supposed to. So, all right, catch you down the trail. Last night, after I made my video, I couldn't get my phone to charge. Couldn't figure out what it was. And I'm not for sure. I think it might be the cord. But eventually, it's either the cord or the port, the USB port, plugging into my Anker battery charger. I switched ports and figured out that it was charging on a different port. Then I went back to that port and it was charging again. So I don't know what the deal was. So I didn't do a lot of video because I didn't want to use up a lot of my power on my phone. This morning, or last night, it started raining about 5, lightly. I got camp all set up, got my dinner made, got my tent. And I was in there the whole time it was raining till about 8 o'clock this morning. And I managed to fare pretty good in it. It did get a little bit of water in it, but nothing of super importance got wet. So, I got a road crossing here. 2514 Forest Road. Okay. And so it's about 1 o'clock right on the button right now, and I have gotten 5 miles in since I left at 11. I had to put on wet clothes this morning, and the old myth of you put on your wet clothes and walk them dry. I walked them dry this morning, and that's for sure. But it's awful cold to put them on. But it's supposed to really get cold tonight. It's supposed to get down to 34 at some point tonight. And I wanted some guaranteed dry clothes to wear to bed. And my bad thing is about all this is I forgot a pair of gloves. So I guess I'll have to wear socks on my hands. So that ought to smell nice. But whatever it takes, I think I'm going to switch my ending date from Tuesday morning to Monday evening, because I've managed to clock enough miles to get to that point. So trail conditions today have been great. Water's been great. Of course, it rained last night. Very favorable. Man, you can really cover some ground in good weather conditions where that's cool and good favorable trail conditions. You can cover ground quick, that's for sure. So, all right, I'm gonna make a stop at my next water source, water up, eat some lunch, and move on. There's a picture of a caution sign that I took on the way out. On a fenced area, it said it was closed due to lead contamination, and I was camped right next to Huzaw Creek. I didn't drink any water from there. I managed to carry 3 liters with me to that camp because another hiker told me that there was a possibility of lead contamination there. The upstream section of that should have been fine, but I didn't want to risk it. And if I needed any more water, which I thought I would, I just collected rain in my cooking pot, running off my tent, and filtered it to get all the tree debris out of it. So, but that area I was camped in, I didn't get a picture of it, but it was pretty nice. It had lots of sites, and there were 3 other people, 1 in a car, 2 in trailers that were there while I was there. But there were still plenty of sites left. So it was a U.S. Forest Service, no pay, no amenities, nothing. There was a couple of fire rings at each site, or there was a fire ring at each site and a picnic table at each site. And that was it, and probably a thing to hang your lantern at. So. So I'm here at the intersection of Berryman Trail and the Ozark Trail. It's 3:35, and it's a really good day today. And heading towards water next. It's about a quarter mile down here. It's supposed to be a small pool on my left, and we'll see about that. I'm gonna get 4 liters of water there because I'm gonna have a dry camp tonight. I don't want to not have water for cooking, or water for cooking tonight, water for cooking tomorrow, and then water to get to the next water supply. So I'm going to water up, camel up, and then take 4 liters with me. Passed up a lot of water on the way up here just to hit this small pool because I didn't want to carry 4 liters of water uphill. What is that? 10 pounds, maybe, something like that. 11 pounds. So then I got only maybe 4 more miles. Then I'm probably gonna break camp or see what kind of campsite I can find and call it quits for the day. Catch you at the campsite. Camp. So what is the perfect campsite? Especially if it's going to rain. So a perfect campsite, are the best campsite you can get. Look for a level spot. Any spot you get is going to have a slightly uphill spot to it, or slightly uphill side to it. That's where your head wants to be. Orientate your tent to either the sunrise or to the wind, whichever you prefer. Also look above. Any limbs or dead trees nearby, you need to move your camp somewhere else. Just pitch your tent and put your stuff in it. The best way to do it in the rain, or when the rain is coming, is to have it slightly on a rise so the rain runs off and the rain doesn't run down into your tent. So, I just ate dinner. Fettuccine Alfredo with chicken. I just had a pack explosion. I'm just setting up camp right now, and it's going to be a cold night. It's supposed to get down to 34 degrees up here, and I am on top of a hill, on a ridge top, and I don't know how cold it's going to be up here, but I did it so I would get the morning sunshine and not be so cold in the morning down in a hollow. So, all right.